Today I want to talk to you guys about the differences between a bench grinder and a buffing machine. Basically what a bench grinder is, it is used mostly for grinding. That is why most of the time you see a grinding wheel on them and they have guards on either side. Whereas a buffer is typically used for buffing or polishing parts. Doesn't have any guards and has an extended shaft. That way you can maneuver parts around. Now the strengths of a grinder, it is awesome for grinding away metal, obviously, and it kind of contains all the metal with these guards, although it is very difficult to polish parts on it because you have very little clearance here to move your part around. Now for a buffer, it is awesome for polishing parts with a longer shaft, but being that it doesn't have guards, everything just flies everywhere. So it makes more of a mess. Now, if you strip down a bench grinder and take the guards off, these two are basically the same machine without the longer shaft. This is gonna have a much shorter shaft. So if you wanted to convert a bench grinder into a buffing machine, all you would need is a shaft extension. Now, if you're primarily just grinding parts, obviously stick with the bench grinder. However, if you're buffing parts, it makes more sense to have a buffer machine like this. However, if you are doing a combination of both grinding and buffing, I would grab a bench grinder and strip the guards off one side, throw an extension on it, that way you can do both. And honestly, sometimes the older bench grinders are a higher quality machine, better motor. Keep that thing around, throw an extension on it, and you can mount pretty much any cleaning wheel, flap wheel, polishing wheel. It'll be the best of both worlds. You can grind and buff with it. So how about we strip down this bench grinder, add a shaft extension, and show you what this thing can do. First thing we'll need to do is pull the guards off the machine. So I'll show you what this would look like if we didn't install the extension. I'm gonna mount a thinner cleaning wheel on here. So if we were to start buffing parts, you can see as we're trying to maneuver the part around, we're bumping into the motor here. Now before you mount the extension, you wanna look for any burrs on the shaft here that could hang it up. Or if it's just rusty like this, spin it up, take some Scotch-Brite to it. Now installing the extension is as easy as just sliding it on. Make sure it goes all the way on. If it is not going all the way on, you can just tap it with a rubber mallet. And we're gonna install some Loctite onto these set screws. Just gonna go finger tight for now. Now we're gonna tighten the set screws in an even fashion. Tighten one, spin at 180, tighten the next, spin at 270, and then 180. I'm gonna mount this cleaning wheel here and show you the difference the extender makes compared to when we had this wheel mounted just on the machine shaft. Now we have all the clearance in the world to buff this part. We can get into every nook and cranny, every angle we need here. So this kit is definitely a game changer on bench grinders.